Hey, Copper Nerds, I have an unenveloping of something that is antique from the United Kingdom that just showed up today. And, it's a druid, but let's get into it. So, like many of you, I suspect I'm a little OCD, and when I get into collecting a niche, I like to really get into that niche. But honestly, that is probably fairly common within numismatics, so I'm not going to beat myself up too much. Let's see what I got here. I got, this little antiques declaration. Certify that the items in the shipment imported on Royal Mail tracking number, my tracking number, are 100 years old or older. And they are. It's from the 1700s, as I recall. But let's get into this one and see exactly what it is that I got. It's taken a couple weeks to get here, which was expected. Okay. There we are. What do we have? A druid. And, yes, I thought this one was neat. Has some red in the protected area still. Some interesting bluish colored toning. And I just thought it was a fun one. It's a 1787 and payable on demand in London, Liverpool, or Anglesey. And does it tell me? Yeah, it's a D&H 42. And I'm just going to trust that because I have not dug into actually doing attribution work on any of these. Now they're calling it an extra fine, where did I see that? About extremely fine. And I think that some of the grading standards are maybe a little bit different in the British system. And since it says that, I want to look for any wear, because if it has circulated, I would expect that not to be original red, and maybe it had been cleaned. I'll probably spend a little time looking at this one under magnification. But again, I thought the colors were interesting, and just trying to sort of put together a unique array of druids. I hear my cat in the background making a bunch of noise. Just sort of a spread, a circulated one that's only been lightly circulated, and then one from the horde right there. So I got a few more thoughts and observations on this one. First of all, D&H 42. What I was curious about is that I see a die break that I just zoomed in on kind of through the P and penny. So I looked at my D&H book under 42. Photos aren't great, but there's no crack noted, no crack visible there. So I'm going to definitely get some better zooms on that die crack because I think it's cool. Second is that under bright light, the surface of this coin and on some other coins I have that I know have been chemically dipped, when you get bright sunlight on them and you're looking at them, I see what looks like just TV static, kind of. Just sort of a micro, how would you describe that? Burned, kind of like a micro chemically burned surface. It's really subtle. You're not going to see it here, and I doubt you would even see it under bright light on video. But I think this one's been dipped at some point in the past. I think that the reds that remain are a little pinkish, and I think that the bright blues and purples that we're seeing are unnatural, unlike, say, my horde druids. There's some of those that have sort of a purplish, bluish color to them. I'm just going to pop one out here. Can never remember if it was my 90 or my 96 that has the decidedly purple toning on the reverse. Yeah. This one's it. And you have to see it in the right light, I guess. I'm not necessarily trying to show off all the colors. Oh, I can get some, though, for you. There. See those purples and blues around? Yeah, you see them. You see them. That is going to be a natural purple on this Horde Druid, whereas the purples that we're seeing here are post cleaning, in my opinion. And you do get an eye for that. And again, I'm far from an expert. I'm just a fairly knowledgeable collector, picking things up as I go. But this one's definitely been dipped and then has some, more recent bright colored toning, which is interesting. But I like this one for the dye break. I do like it for the fantastic toning. It's just not natural, and that's okay. For example, this Toner Morgan Dollar, that's not real toning. That's artificial. I didn't do it. Someone did. And I still like it. It's a cleaned coin is not necessarily a coin that is not worthy of appreciation or ownership. And this is a pretty good example. And what I like this one for, after getting it in hand, is the dye break. Now, when they say about extremely fine on the label, I think they're talking about the cleaning. It's not a circulation deduct. It's a surface condition deduct, and a color deduct. So let's take a few closer looks at the dye break in particular, because that's kind of cool. And I think there was a big dye break, but maybe a couple other little surface anomalies. There's like some couple of fused dentals. That's probably just from some dye erosion. All right, let's take a look at that dye break, and then you can feel free to hit me up in the comments, and then I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.